All right, well, hello there, people of the world, and as always, welcome to my channel, Sir Cools a Lot. You're cool, I'm cool, we're all super cool. So today I have a video that focuses on USB medicine travel coolers and exploring how loud are these coolers, what's the sound level, what are their decibels. So as you know, I have quite a few of these USB coolers in my collection at this point. And so I thought I would make a video just about how loud or quiet these different USB coolers sound. So sound is an interesting one to try and record in terms of a video because your settings can have an effect. The interpretation of the sound could be a little bit distorted as it gets loaded up to YouTube, and they have settings and different things. And so what I tried to do was to create a video that flows continuously, so at least within the actual video all the settings are the same. And so if one cooler is a little bit louder or sounds a little bit different than the other, in terms of the actual sound settings, everything is continuous and relative. So it's all kind of done in one single shot. So at least then you can have kind of a sort of a head-to-head comparison where at least you know all the settings, the sound settings were the same. So that's just maybe a little note about that. So let me jump on in and let me show you what I got. So as always, I have disclaimers. All the data that I collect is mine. I'm on a personal quest. My views are my own. I am looking for the best medicine travel coolers that are out there for my travel needs. So for today's video, this is basically the menu of USB medicine travel coolers that we will be sound testing. So from left to right here, we have a Nikupa, we have a Pioneer for all family secret box manufactured product. We have a for all family Voyager secret box manufactured product. We have a CGOLDENWALL. This particular product here has quite a few different resellers. So Lukweg, Badu, Xiamen, Yayu, and so on and so forth. But anyway, there's the picture if you recognize it. Then we have the RxCoolers Mini, which has been rebranded by For All Family as the RxCoolers Mini, but you can also get this one directly from Secret Box. We then have the RxCoolers Max, also from For All Family, but there's unbranded versions of this as well. The Max handle, there's different names for it. And then we have the Max, one that I was recently testing from a direct import from China. And then finally today we also have the CHETAITAI, another product that I've been importing directly from China that I'm very interested in because it has the ability to change the temperature settings of the cooler. So let me jump on in then and let me play this video, and you can kind of hear how each of these products sound. The decibel counter on the left was not as sensitive as the decibel counter on the right. I was also testing out a couple of different decibel counters to see which products were kind of out there, which ones were good, and so on. And so I would say to draw your attention more to the decibel panel reading on the right side, because I think that's the one that's the more accurate and sensitive, that will give you kind of a really good idea of how loud each of these USB coolers are. So I'll try to speak very little at this point as I play this video shot through, so enjoy. So that was the max. Now we have the for all family Voyager. Now we have the CHETAITAI. So that was the CHETAITAI black model, and there's also a blue model. So I tested that one too, just to see if there was any difference. Now we have the RxCoolers Mini. This one is sold by For All Family. And next we have the same product but directly from Secret Box. So this is the unbranded version, the one that's not a reseller. The quick adjustment I made to the decibel gauge there was to slow the reading display down. So now here we have the RxCoolers Max, also sold by For All Family. And next we have a product. So I had to raise the product slightly so that the distance to the decibel meter was the same where the cooler engine is. So that's why I put those little blocks on. So this is that Badu product. Or Coldwell. It has a bunch of different names. So here we have the Nikupa. One thing to note about the Nikupa is the cooling engine USB is on the underside of the product, not on the lid side. So I inverted it to get a fair sound comparison. You can see how the display goes a little bit louder when I put it in the correct orientation, because the USB cooler is now closer to the decibel gauge. So that's why I inverted it to try and make the reading a little bit fairer. And then finally we have the Pioneer from Secret Box. Those two boxes basically lift the product up so that the USB cooler sits at about 9 to 10 inches off the base there, and so I was trying to just keep a very fair comparison distance-wise between all the different USB coolers. So that's just a little note on why I added those boxes. So that's basically the run-through of the different coolers and how they sound. And so what I then did on the next slide here is just to try and tabulate a little bit all that data. So I was kind of roughly measuring what the decibel level was kind of on average for each of these, and then for some of them there was both different models, so different color models or generic versus branded models, and so in those cases there was kind of two readings. So I then I actually put them in kind of order as well, from quietest to loudest. So this is basically what it looks like. So to the left side we've got the quietest, and then to the right side we've got the loudest in terms of the decibel output. The other thing I would mention is, in addition to just having a sort of a loudness read, it was also interesting to note the different sound of the USB cooler. So some of them had kind of a nice dull humming fan sound. And actually, for example, the RxCoolers Mini and the For All Family Voyager, I have traveled live with those two products. And when you're in a hotel room or you're staying at a guest house, it's really almost hard to notice them in the background. They kind of hover, hum, they're very quiet, they don't make a lot of noise, and so they're really great products to have in a hotel room. two of these products, zoning in on the Max and then also the RxCoolers Max. Those two, if you play back the video, have this kind of mechanical well, or you know, I'm not sure I have exactly the right words to describe the sound, but they have kind of a unique metallic ball bearing mechanical whirling kind of sound where the fan is spinning. And I feel like in a hotel room, those two units could be a little bit, I don't know, kind of disruptive to sleep if you're kind of a light sleeper, or you kind of like having a really quiet room. So that's just a hypothesis. I can see myself actually being a little bit annoyed by those two sound-wise. What I can say is I'm a very light sleeper, and I was able to very successfully stay for several weeks in hotel rooms with both the RxCoolers Mini and the For All Family Voyager. So that sort of just gives you a kind of a gauge of where I'm at with experience. The CHETAITAI, interestingly enough, was the louder of the set, but it also had kind of I'm going to call a distinctly unique sound. It had sort of a humming sound similar to the other USB coolers, but it whirled a little bit sort of louder and faster. So that's why I sort of described the CHETAITAI as having kind of this whirling fan sound. So it was really just a fan that sounded like it was turning you know, higher RPMs basically. So that's kind of interesting. So I'm debating whether that sound would be annoying or not to me. Right now I feel like the mechanical grinding sound is probably the more annoying one. But that said, interestingly enough, next week I will be doing a 1 week trip to Chicago, and because I'm very interested in the CHETAITAI and I've collected quite a lot of data on it, I've built up enough confidence to actually go ahead and do a live trip with that product. And so I'm going to test that out live. I'm going to see if you know, you can basically travel with this product and have it kind of running in the background while you're sleeping in the room and stuff. So I'll report back on that rather than kind of, you know, speculating the theory. So that's basically it. That's my report out on how the different USB medicine travel coolers that I have in inventory sound. I hope you found this video interesting. And of course, there's always the little sound effect at the end. I couldn't help myself. Got to get that one in. So just wishing you a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend. I'm trying to post a couple of videos this weekend. I have actually done quite a lot of testing on my USB cooler import project, and hopefully I will have some time to just sneak in another video to post for you this weekend before I travel. So stay tuned, and wishing you a great day.